DBS News. Fresh in the morning, eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
In the headlines, national broadcaster DBS Radio is today observing the 10th annual Buouyo Day with a full day of special programming. From the region, St. Vincent's government announces duty-free concessions in a bid to revive the yachting sector. And internationally, U.S. President Donald Trump threatens to block the opening of the U.S.-Canada bridge. Good morning, I am Colin XP with the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
So fast pay. A new and easy way to pay. So fast pay. So fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So fast pay. 2 minutes and you're on your way. So fast pay. So fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
DBS News.
Welcome back. National broadcaster DBS Radio today is observing the 10th annual Buouyo Day with a full day of special programming dedicated to the island's homegrown music genre. Program Director at DBS Radio, Ivona John-Baptiste Luge, said the national broadcaster takes pride in initiatives that recognize and promote Dominica's cultural heritage, particularly local music.
DBS Radio takes immense pride in any program that recognizes aspects of our cultural heritage. And in this case, music, Buouyo music to be precise. For the national broadcaster, this is deeply rooted in our appreciation for things local. And so sports editor Gavin Richards, who heads the Buouyo Day committee this year, has put together a star-studded lineup of Buouyo artists. One in particular has helped blaze the trail, Derek Ra Peters, who was there from the time the Buouyo was cooking. And then we went down the line to include the recently crowned Junior Buouyo Monarch Rinsa Pop. At 1:15, Geoffrey Joseph and Mr. Ridge will present news. We expect musical maestro Krishna Dada Lawrence to speak about the growth of Buouyo music. TK International, Trilogy, Rhythm Knockers, DJ Taffy, DJ MJ, Kali Nextby, Shelly and Signal Band, Young Rinser Pop, and other artists will take the spotlight as well as DBS Radio celebrates Buouyo music. So we invite you to catch the action on all our frequencies, on digital channel 50 as well, on social media, Facebook and YouTube. Together, we must celebrate Buouyo music. That's our own.
And that was Program Director at DBS Radio, Ivona Jean-Baptiste Luge. Meanwhile, communication specialist at the Discover Dominica Authority, Monel Alexis, says a major cultural celebration will be held on Hanover Street in Rosa later today as part of Buouyo Day.
Buouyo is Dominica's music, built over time by people who kept showing up, kept recording, kept performing, and kept pushing the sound. This Tuesday, February 10th, we celebrate that music at Buouyo Day on Hanover Street in Roseau. From 5 p.m. to midnight, come out for a full night of Buouyo with Asa Bantan, Shelly, Trilogy, Rio, Mr. Ridge, Pudas, Nice, DJ MJ, Kenny G, Guada G, Little Boy, Kwan, Freddie, Trix, Faithy, Ebony Empress, DJ Snow, The Unstoppable DJs, WCK, TK Combo, and more. This event is about the music and the people behind it. It's free, it's live, powered by GX Sounds. Let's celebrate Buouyo Day together.
Communications specialist at the Discover Dominica Authority, Monel Alexis. One of the pioneers of Buouyo music, Cornel Phillip, has described Buouyo Day as a vital cultural initiative that has helped elevate Dominica's homegrown genre to international recognition as the country observes its 10th Buouyo Day today. Phillip said, dedicating a specific day to celebrate Buouyo, traditionally held on the Tuesday before Carnival, has played a major role in pushing the music beyond Dominica's shore.
Celebrating Buouyo on a whole is very important. I mean, look at what's happening with the genre right now throughout the world, the recognition that it's presently getting. And I honestly think that the fact that we dedicated a day and we really pushed Buouyo on that day, the Tuesday before Carnival, people took notice of it, not only Dominicans, but the world, the broader world took notice of it. And I think we ripping the roots of our labors by making that special day dedicated to Buouyo music. I mean, the music would have still gone, but things like that, initiatives like this, really help the movement, the Buouyo movement. And thanks to DBS Radio and thanks to Val Coffee for initiating it. And it can only get better. I mean, we cannot lessen the significance of making that day, recognizing Buouyo. The significance of that day is so important to our culture. And I'm very proud that I was part of the initiation of the genre, and we can only see good things in the future.
One of the pioneers of the Buouyo music and my husband, Cornel Phillip. Meantime, manager of DBS Radio, Cecil Joseph, has been credited with the formation of Buouyo Day in Dominica. Joseph, in 2016, came up with the idea to have the observance of Buouyo Day to celebrate and promote Dominica's Buouyo music ahead of Carnival. He pioneered the initiative at DBS, leading to its formal recognition. Val Coffey of the Dominica Festivals Committee then announced it publicly at a January 20th, 2016 press conference, building on DBS's foundational work. Joseph similarly established Kada's Day, honoring Kada's Lipso roots on August 25th, Gordon Henderson's birthday, showcasing his role in the cultural programming at DBS Radio. Minister for Health Wellness and Social Services, Kasani Laville, has issued a strong appeal for increased road safety following a series of serious traffic accidents in Dominica over the weekend that have claimed 3 lives. On Friday night, a Jamaican national, Roshane Bent, and Christian Green, a Dominican national who resides in New York, both succumbed to injuries from a road collision near the Lyndhurst Funeral Home at Rockaway in Canefield. On Saturday, 62-year-old Victor John Baptiste of Monrachet succumbed to injuries after a Suzuki Escudo Jeep in which he was being driven flipped over in the vicinity of Gel Leon area in Coolibistry.
Fellow citizens of Dominica, in the past several days, our nation has witnessed a number of serious road traffic accidents, some of which have tragically resulted in the loss of life. As Minister for Health, Wellness and Social Services, I wish first to extend my deepest condolences to the families and loved ones of those who have died and to all who are grieving or recovering from injuries at this time. Losing a loved one suddenly, especially in such circumstances, is a pain no family should have to endure, and our thoughts and prayers are with you. These incidents are a sobering reminder that road safety is not only a matter of law enforcement, it's a matter of life and death. Every decision we make behind the wheel, every moment of impatience, every instance of speeding or impaired driving can have irreversible consequences for families, for communities, and for our country. As we approach the carnival season, a time traditionally marked by celebration, reunion, and joy, I appeal to every driver, every motorcyclist, every pedestrian, and every passenger. Let us act responsibly. Let us look out for one another. Let us remember that no fete, no errand, and no moment of haste is worth a human life.
Minister for Health, Kasani Laville. He also commended the dedication of first responders.
I also want to recognize the tireless work of our first responders, our ambulance personnel, firefighters, police officers, and healthcare workers who answer the call at all hours, often in very difficult and distressing circumstances. Their work is critical in saving lives, but prevention remains our strongest and most powerful tool. I therefore urge all citizens to observe basic but essential safety practices. Avoid speeding, never drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs, wear seat belts, ensure children are properly secured, and remain alert and courteous on our roads. Pedestrians, please use designated crossings where possible and remain vigilant, especially at night. Let us commit together to making this carnival season a safe one. Let us celebrate responsibly, care for one another, and return home safely to our families each and every night. May God comfort those who mourn, strengthen those who are recovering, and guide us all to act with wisdom and care.
And that was Minister for Health, Kasani Laville. DBS's reporter Leila Langford has begun a week-long climate change conference in Germany. Leila Langford is among 15 journalists and reporters currently participating in this tour in Berlin, Germany.
As small island developing states like Dominica continue to face the harsh realities of climate change, Germany, as one of the leading European countries, has been advocating for greater awareness of climate change and its negative impacts on various sectors of the global economy. The country has also called for the inclusion of small island developing states in discussions regarding climate initiatives and increased access to climate change funding for these nations. Dr. Benjamin Paul, head of the program on climate diplomacy and security at the Ada Delphi Research Center in Berlin, has emphasized the need for enhanced climate diplomacy, particularly due to the vulnerabilities that states face. He made this statement during an informational tour organized by Germany's Federal Foreign Office on the topic of the climate peace security nexus for journalists from around the world, which is taking place in Berlin, Germany.
The cities are the countries that feel it in many ways, are already the most vulnerable and have the biggest impact, right? Because of the extreme weather events, but also because depending on the exact structure of the island, sea level rise is really important. But I think it's actually important for all countries, right? So in a way, these SIDS are the canary in the coal mine, who are showing us what the vulnerabilities that are also growing elsewhere, but they are coming earlier.
15 journalists representing countries from as far as Rwanda in South Africa, as well as 2 Caribbean nations, Dominica and Trinidad, are currently participating in this tour. Leila Langford reporting from Berlin, Germany for DBS News.
All thanks to DBS's Leila Langford for this report. In news from the region, the St. Vincent government has announced a specific duty-free concession regime for the yachting sector to reverse a decline in the market share and compete with neighboring islands. The new Dr. Friday-led government views the current decline in yachting as a policy failure of the previous administration. The primary goal is to incentivize yacht owners to perform their refits and provisioning within local waters. Currently, many visitors enjoy the waters but leave to spend money on maintenance and supplies elsewhere. To support this initiative, a total refurbishment of the Otley Hall shipyard to establish the country as a premier center for vessel repair will be done. Internationally, U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to block the opening of a bridge connecting the U.S. and Canada until Washington is fully compensated for everything it has given to its northern neighbor. Trump says the Gordie Howe International Bridge connecting the Canadian province of Ontario to the U.S. state of Michigan will not open until Ottawa treats the United States with the fairness and respect. According to the project's website, the bridge is being funded by the Canadian government but will be publicly owned by both Canada and Michigan. It is not clear how Trump could block its opening, but he said negotiations will begin immediately without elaborating. That's news. Now for a recap of the headlines. National broadcaster DBS Radio is today observing the 10th annual Buouyo Day with a full day of special programming. From the region, St. Vincent's government announces duty-free concessions in a bid to revive the yachting sector, and internationally, U.S. President Donald Trump threatens to block the opening of the U.S.-Canada bridge. Once again, I am Carly Nexby, the Buouyo Queen, wishing everybody a happy Buouyo Day, and don't forget to keep it expeditious. Stay tuned. Sports comes up next with James Rodney.
Blue Water's posse identified. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party posse water. Working posse water. School children they water. Blue water spray. The fitness posse water. The office posse water. When your posse need one, take a blue water spray. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. Take a blue water spray.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Fast pay, a new and easy way to pay. Fast pay, Fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So fast pay. 2 minutes and you're on your way. So fast pay. So fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Mars Dominic 2026 starts with your NBD credit card. Swipe and win. Hey! Swipe and win. Just swipe and win. Swipe, we swipe. Use your NBD credit card or sign up for a new credit card and jump right in to win up to $2,500. What? Hey! Swipe and win. Visit nbddominica.com for more details. Promotion ends February 20, 2026. Terms and conditions apply. Swipe and win. Swipe, we swipe in.
Good morning. My name is James Rodney from Triple K International, and welcome to the Morning Sports Report. Let's bowl off with some cricket news, and we join sports editor Gavin Richards with the very latest from the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Gavin, good morning to you.
Well, good morning, James Rodney, and good morning to the very listeners, or all the listeners, I should say, of DBS Radio. Happy Buouyo Day to everyone. Of course, let's bowl off with cricket, like you said, and we're monitoring proceedings at the ICC T20 World Cup. We can let the listeners know that there was a 7-wicket win for the Netherlands this morning as they got past Namibia. Namibia batted first. They made 156 for 8. The Netherlands responded for 159 for 3, with Bas de Leede getting 72 not out. In other action ongoing as we speak, New Zealand, they are chasing 174 for victory in their match against the United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates made 173 for 5 in 20 overs batting first. Wasim got 66 not out, and we had Jacob Duffy taking 1 for 16 for the New Zealand team. New Zealand, a short while ago, 3 without loss after 1 over. Remember, they're chasing 174 to win. Other action today, we'll see the United States taking on Pakistan at 9:30 this morning. But James, before I come back to you, we have some breaking news just coming in there. And of course, we are celebrating Buouyo Day today. And we've just learned that the Buouyo Queen, Carlin XP, has just launched a brand new song. Literally a few minutes ago. Let's take a little bit from Carlin XP.
Say what you want about me, I'll let you be. You and think that you don't know. And when they are around you, they putting on a show. So put your hands in the air for your hitters.
Brand new material coming there from Carlin XP. Of course, we'll hear a lot more of that song during the course of the day. Carlin XP is down to perform this afternoon on DBS Radio. And James, we'll hear a lot more about that. But let's go back to you with the rest of the sports report.
All right, Gavin, thank you very much for that. And that's a very interesting release. I'm hearing quite a few ingredients from a very familiar tune. And we keep it going. West Indies captain Shea Hope says the Windies have to put recent results behind them and focus on the task of winning the World Cup. The Windies were not at their best in the lead-up to the World Cup, with series losses to South Africa and Afghanistan. The Windies opened up their World Cup campaign with a win over Scotland. Hope says the players have to focus on games to come and forget the past.
We started the tournament. This is a World Cup we're playing. Yes, you got to look at what happened in the past, but the main focus right now is to start the tournament well and continue the momentum for as long as we can. See how deep we can go in the tournament. Hopefully at the end we can be lifting the trophy again, as you mentioned, similarly to what the guys did back in 2016. But yeah, we can't hide from the truth. You know, we haven't had the success that we would have liked in the last few bilateral series, but again, the main focus is here on this World Cup. Put the past in the past, and let's make sure we do the business here in India.
West Indies captain Shea Hope. Meantime, Hope says while the West Indies had success in India in previous editions of the World Cup, success this year comes down to execution.
Yeah, it does. But again, if we were placed at a different venue, same mindset would apply. Same plans, maybe slightly different depending on the surfaces that we're playing on. But again, we have a few members in our squad who've been a part of that, from coach to a couple of players, Johnson, Charles and Jason Holder. So that does instill some extra confidence in the dressing room and a bit of experience as well. Being in that position, knowing what it feels like to lift a trophy, just trying to share that amongst the group, ensure the guys are really ready to go. But yeah, it's good feeling to have two guys who've been there and done that in a sense. John, I think he won it twice, so there's even extra experience in the dressing room.
And that was West Indies captain Shea Hope. Minister of State in the Ministry of Sports, Senator Oscar George, believes the upgrades to the Point Michel playing field will make it fit enough to stage regional sporting events. Senator George says the playing field is undergoing a major rehabilitation.
And the main objective of these works are to get the Point Michel playing field to a standard where it can accommodate national, premier, and even regional level games at the venue. As we know, Point Michel has been well known for many prolific sporting personalities over the years, and it is a community that share a very vibrant sporting history. So on Thursday, a site visit was undertaken by officials from the Ministry of Sports, the Member of Parliament for Point Michel, Honorable Dennis Charles, the Chinese ambassador, technical staff from the Ministry of Works, Football Association, the Council, footballers, and some villagers. The initial phase of the total expansion of the playing facility includes the excavation works to achieve the recommended dimensions for premier matches, leveling of the playing surface as per the technical designs from the Ministry of Public Works, adequate drainage to ensure surface runoff control, and of course the grassing of the finished surface. A contractor has been engaged to undertake the initial works, and work has been ongoing with the support from the engineer from the Ministry of Public Works. I really want to commend the Member of Parliament for the role she played in really getting this project to this stage, and her leadership in the constituency when it comes to the development of sports. I also want to thank in a special way the Chinese ambassador for the financial support towards undertaking this important project. The People's Republic of China has been a solid development partner to Dominica, and I want to place on record our appreciation for the continued support they continue to provide.
And that was Minister of State in the Ministry of Sports, Senator Oscar George. The 2026 Sports Division Secondary Schools Basketball Tournament will tip off this afternoon. 7 schools will participate in the boys division, while 6 schools will participate in the girls division. The Orion Academy is making a return to the school's basketball competition and will be among the teams in action for this afternoon at the Massac Indoor Facility.
To mark this year's opening of the competition, the girls of the Convent High School and Orion Academy will face off from 2:30 p.m. The match between the boys of the PHL Secondary School and the Dominica Grammar School will follow. 7 schools will participate in this year's boys competition, while 6 will compete in the girls division. New to this year's competition, after a number of years of absence, we have the presence of the Orion Academy. In an effort to provide as much opportunities for the athletes to play in the sport of basketball, both boys and girls will play a round of matches, and all teams will play on a round-robin basis as opposed to the usual grouping or zoning of the teams. In this year's boys championship, we have 7 participating schools. We have the Orion Academy, Dominica Grammar School, St. Mary's Academy, PHL Secondary School, Dominica State College, Northeast Comprehensive School, and the Portsmouth Secondary School. And in the girls' championship, we have 6 teams participating: the Portsmouth Secondary School, the Northeast Comprehensive School, PHL Secondary, Dominica State College, Convent High School, and the Orion Academy. Looking to defend their titles are the Dominica State College, who are the defending boys champion, and the Portsmouth Secondary School, who is the 5-time defending girls champion.
And that was Sports Officer Kunya James. And in some football news, Quinton Tong netted a hat-trick as the St. Mary's Academy scored an easy win over the Cassibros Secondary School as the Sports Division Secondary Schools Under-14 tournament continued Monday at Newtown. Tong got a hat-trick with Jaden Jacob and Jalen Kazimi scoring 1 goal each as the SMA ran away with the 6-1 win. Matthew Alexander got the lone goal for Cassibros Secondary School. Meantime, in the school's netball on Monday, Convent High School got past the ITSS 11-6 in the Under-14 division. Amira Eustache led the way for the CHS, netting on 7 out of her 10 attempts, while Emilia Felix converted on 6 out of her 14 attempts for the ITSS. And head coach of the national Under-17 football team, Luclid Bertrand, says while Dominica has not managed a win so far in the CONCACAF Under-17 qualifiers, the team remains in high spirits and is looking to end their campaign on a positive note. Dominica has suffered losses to Nicaragua and Panama. The national Under-17 team will play Anguilla in their final match this evening.
It's been good. I think our second game was a little unfortunate for us because of the cards and the injuries. A really different outcome if it wasn't for that. But I think overall it was good. The guys put a lot of effort in, a lot of things we have to fix and just keep going, you know.
All right, you mentioned injuries and cards, so that looks like it could pose a problem for you for your next game against Anguilla. What's the state of the team? I know for sure the goalkeeper will miss the next game.
No, it's okay because we have other keepers. I think our keepers, they okay, and then we have players that can replace, you know. So it's good. We have teams we look around, we work because we practice all that just in case. We do the teams in different ways and different playing styles. So we'll be okay for the last game, I think. Sure.
All right, Coach, how do you plan on motivating the guys for that final game against Anguilla? Basically, it's all about the pride right now and trying to avoid the last place finish in the group.
Yeah, well, the guys know, they know actually. I mean, it was unfortunate for us in our second game, but they really motivated. They're looking forward to the game, and they all want to do something, you know.
Okay, Coach, despite the rough start to the tournament, are there any positives that you can take from this showing from the team so far?
Well, yes. I mean, the guys are learning. There's a lot of experience for them, learning the different ways. I mean, we in Hispanic country, you know, the style of play and all that. They learning it. I think it's good practice for them because Actually, that is like our practice game, you know. So, well, second practice game in it, and then Anguilla is like our religion too. So, we'll be a lot better there.
And that was head coach of the national under-17 football team, Euclid Bertrand. Dominica will play Anguilla at 6 p.m. And this has been the DBS Morning Sports Report. I have been your presenter,